Part-2 session of your Chapter 1, that is Introduction to Computer. So first we will make a small recap of your Part 1 video. What are all things we gone through? We saw about Introduction to Computer, generation of computer, under that first generation, second, third, fourth and fifth, and sixth generation of computer is the future generation. In first generation, it is of the year 1942 to 1955. What are all the things we saw under this? It is very large computer and it uses the vacuum tube concept, right? In coming to second generation, we come across transistors, then punch code also. Okay. In third generation, the year of 1964 to 1975, it uses ICs, and in fourth generation 1975 to 1980, it uses VLSI, that is very large scale integrated circuit. Coming to fifth generation, it is started from 1982 till date, and it uses ULSI concept, that is ultra large scale integration. Coming to sixth generation, it will be in your future generation we gone through. Okay, now coming to the learning objectives of today's class, we are going to learn about the basic operation of computer, to know the components and their functions in the computer, and how to boot your computer. Coming to the synopsis of today's session, we are going to learn about what is data and information, then components of computer, and what are all the booting methods of your computer. So first we will see about what is data and information. What is data? A raw content of your collection is called as data, right? And information means it is the collection of data in your for storing part. So the information regarding to each individual contents are called as information. For example, data means you may tell one student name as one data, student number as one data, he belonged to which department as one data. But information means it is the collection of fact, that is student name along with the number, along with the department. Like that, if you make a table about that student, no, that is called as information. So now take down the definition for data. Data is a collection of raw content. Okay. So raw content are called as data and suitable for communicating, interpreting and processing. So communicating, interpreting and processing your raw content are called as data. For example, 1, 3, 4, this is the number. For Kavita, one student, he is studying C program. Like that, individual informations about, no. So that is called as data. Now coming to information, information is the collection of fact from which the conclusion may be drawn. Okay. So for example, the same example you may take it off. Kavita is 16 years old. From this data you may collect the information. So it will have the coded part of it. Okay, the conversion of data into information are known as data processing. So this is the data processing, that is how the data and information get interference with each other. So input is your data, it processes the data and produce the output. So input, processing state, then producing the output. So this is the data flow part. Okay, now clear ma? So we saw what is data and what is information, how the data and information are interrelated to form data processing. So data processing is your important 2-mark question ma. Okay, what is data processing means you have to write how the data is transformed into information. That conversion, no, that is called data processing, input, process and output. Next, we will see about the various component. In first video itself, I mentioned you what are the various components in computer. Yeah, very good. Input, then CPU and output. So, what are all the things that embedded in this CPU part? And what are the various usage of it? We are going to see in depth. Okay. Now, this is the basic computer organization. So, input is the part. It get input from your user and process in the system and produce the corresponding output based upon the input. Okay. So here this is the basic computer organization structure of your system. So input device, output device and storage device all get interconnected to your bus. Okay. So everything will be in connection along with that memory unit. So this one is your CPU. CPU contain ALU unit, that is arithmetic and logical unit. Then register for storage, register for storaging. Okay, for storing content. Then control unit. Okay, so CPU is comprised of ALU for storage, register and control unit. So this is the basic computer organization. So input, process, output based upon the input, how the bus will get interconnected to your input, output, storage and memory part, and your main process is your CPU. It contains ALU, control unit and storaging registers. So based upon this operation, it will produce your output. Okay. So this is the basic computer organization. Under that, we will see how the components of your computer get involved. So this is the component of your computer. So input device, it will make interaction with your CPU. CPU control what are all the things, control unit, ALU arithmetic and logical unit, then internal memory, main memory and secondary memory. Okay. So how the internal memory access data now from ALU arithmetic and logical unit, then it process the data to your main memory and secondary storage and vice versa. Finally, it produce output. Okay, using your data path and control path. Data path means direct input and direct output. Control path means you will have flow of control inside each unit for processing. Okay, that is the use of control unit. So it is indicated in your dashed lines. Okay, if there is a direct flow between input and your memory, similarly for output means it should be represented in your straight line arrows. So let us see one by one what is the use of input device. Input unit, it takes input and convert it into a binary form that can be understood by the computer. So input devices are keyboard, mouse, scanner and joystick. So these four are the input devices. Next, moving to your second part. What is the second part? Output unit. It converts output in binary form to human readable form. So what are the output devices? Monitor, printer and speaker. These three are the output devices. Okay. Next, moving to the central processing unit, that is CPU. So it concentrates the processing unit, that is the brain of your computer. So it will have ALU. ALU is arithmetic and logical unit. Then CU. CU is your control unit and register. Now we will see what is the use of ALU. ALU perform the arithmetic operation, that is plus, minus, multiplication, division and logical operators. Logical operator, what are the things comes under logical operator ma? Or, note down, and not. In second chapter we will learn very deeply about this logical operator, how it get function of, okay, or and not. Coming to control unit, we are going to see about supervisor control and guides the operation take place. Now coming to register, holds small unit of data. Register holds the small unit of data. Okay. Now moving to ALU, it performs 4 main arithmetic operation. What are the main arithmetic operation? Plus, minus, multiplication and division. Coming to logical operation, you will have greater than, lesser than, equal to, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, not equal to. Now coming to arithmetic operator, the number set from the memory to ALU, then arithmetic operation performed in ALU, results are put back in memory. So you will have 3 main categories for your arithmetic operation. Coming to logical operator, the number sent from memory to ALU, then comparison will take place of, okay, whether it is AND or not, like that it may compare, then the result returned to your memory as true or false. Okay, as a boolean value it may result. That is the use of logical operator. Next, moving to next operator, that is based upon your control unit. So here the control will guide the operation. What are all the operation should take place? So control flow of data from input device to memory and from memory to output device. So that is the main use of your control unit. Here the program know it get instruction from the main memory one by one, carried out the instructions. Okay, so signal main memory to send the next instruction. It signals the main memory to send the instruction. So that is the use of your control unit. Now coming to the register. Registers are the small unit to hold data. So it is the storage device. The register or the storage device. It may be temporarily hold during the processor, hold part data as well as memory address and instructions. So this is the use of the registers. Okay. Now moving to the working part of this, we'll see what are all the different types of input and output devices. So up to this we gone through what are all the components of your computer, that is input, central processing, under that arithmetic and logical unit, control unit, output unit and memory unit, and what are all the register part. Next we will see about what are all the input and output devices. Okay, what are the different types. Then we'll see about booting of computer, how to boot your computer. So first we will see about input device. What is your input device? Your keyboard is one of your input device, right? So input device means what? It is used to feed any information of data to the computer, which can be stored in your memory for further processing. For example, keyboard and mouse. Okay, these are all the main input devices. Next, coming to for the temporary store the program data when the instructions are ready to execute. Next, coming to the second part is input device, keyboard. No, it is maybe wired, wireless or virtual keyboard. So wired keyboard, we will all use, no, connecting the wire with your CPU, that one. Wireless also you may use, that is no wire, with the help of battery it may works off. Similarly, virtual keyboard you may see in your phone for entering your online processing and all. An automatical virtual keyboard will execute off. In that keyboard you may type your data. Okay, there are 3 main types of input keyboards. One is wired, another one is wireless, and another one is virtual. Okay, using these 3 you may give your input, as well as individual keys for letter, numbers and special characters are collectively known as characters key. Okay, A, B, C alphabet keys will be there, number key will be there, different symbols will be there. Everything will comprise to your special characters. Okay, then data and instruction no are given as input to the computer by typing on the keyboard. Okay, as well as you may have navigator buttons in your keyboard. What is the use of navigator button ma? You can able to move forward, backward. So this one, see this one, I am pointing now, this red symbol. See this one. This is up key, down key, left arrow and right arrow. So moving the windows, you may make use of this navigator keys. Okay. Next, coming to the mouse. Mouse also may be wired and wireless. There is no virtual mouse. So in mouse you may use wire or wireless mouse pointing to the control. Okay. So pointing to the control, you have to use the mouse. So while using the mouse, the cursor will come and display in your screen. So now I am moving. No, you may able to see now one cursor will coming. I am pointing this cursor. No, this word. That is one cursor will come. So that is the movement of your mouse. As well as using that mouse button, you may move, click, double click, right click, drag and drop option and all. You can able to use of this mouse. There are different types of mouse available. Based upon the usage, you may categorize the mouse into mechanical mouse, optical, then laser mouse, air mouse, 3D mouse, tactile mouse, ergonomic mouse and gaming mouse. Okay, let us see what are all the different functionalities of this mouse. Mechanical mouse, no. This mechanical mouse is contain a small ball which is kept inside the touch that touches the pad through the hole at the bottom of the mouse. Okay, it is in old mouse. You may see 5 to 10 years back this mouse. Now coming to optical mouse, it measures the motion and acceleration of the pointer. Optical mouse, no, it has 3 buttons. Left, right click and center button will be available. Now coming to laser mouse. Laser mouse uses the laser light. The laser mouse, no, it is highly sensitive and able to work on any hot surface. Okay. Next, we will see about who invented the mouse. Mouse is invented and developed by Douglas Engelbart with the assistance of Bell English. During 1960s, he developed this mouse and was patented on November. Patent rights, no, that will be given for the mouse in 1970. Next, we will see about one more input device, that is scanner. What is the use of scanner, ma? It is used to enter the information directly into your computer memory. This device, no, it is like Xerox machine. Scanner convert any type of printed or written information including photos into a digital format. Okay, it will convert the things into a digital format and can make use of that. Next one is fingerprint scanner. Fingerprint scanner, no, it is a recognition device used for computer security, equipped with your fingerprint recognition. Nowadays, if you go for this, when you are this Aadhaar card, you may link, no? How you link with your bank account and ration shop account, no? You have to go and keep your finger on that biometric device. It enables that fingerprint recognize you, who is indicating, who is responsible for this, like that it will indicate off. Okay, it is a biometric technology. That one fingerprint scanner is your biometric technology tool. Next, coming to scanner, is a very safe. This fingerprint is very safe compared to a scanner, and for security, instead of using your password, which is vulnerable to fraud, and it is hard to remember also, this fingerprint matching. Okay. Next, coming to drag ball is similar to upside down design of the mouse. The user now moves the ball directly while the device itself remains stationary. If you move the ball in the this part, no, you can spin the ball various direction to navigate the screen movement also. Okay, that is the use of this drag ball. Next one is retinal scanner. This is used as a biometric technique only. It uses a unique pattern on the person retinal blood vessels. Okay, so retina should be present in where, my eye. Okay, so using that one, it may indicate how the retinal presence of your blood vessels and all. Next, coming to light pen, it is one of your input device. It's pointing device sharpened like a pen, and it is connected to your monitor. The tip of the light, no, in the pen contain the light sensitive element which indicate the light from the screen. So it indicate if the panel of that pen will get indication with the light, so that it will make an identity of location of the pen on the screen where it is pointing off. Okay, this one I am showing now here, like that I am marking some color is there, it is pinpointing, and like that light pen will get works off. That is one of your input device. So directly you can draw using that light pen. Okay, but it become hard to use and is also not accurate. So that is one of the disadvantages of this. Next one, optical character reader. It is a device to detect character printer. That is OCR copy, no? Optical character reader. It scan the page for a book. Okay. So and recognize the character in the pages or letter and punctuation marks and stores like that. So that is the main use of this optical character reader. So next one is barcode or QR code reader. You all very familiar with this. While going to supermarket after buying your items, there is one barcode machine will be there. It will scanning your bill of the particular things what you have carried over for billing session, right? So particular product there will be one barcode. That code will be get scanned using your barcode machine. So quick response of the code will be get activated. That is the QR code. So it is a two-dimension barcode which can read by the camera or process to interpret the images. So this QR is used to process and interpret the images. Next is voice input. Voice input. In this video, I am making a voice, no, so that only you can able to hear. So this is the voice input device. So that also one kind of your input device. Using a microphone, you may record your voice. So it is a speech recognition software, and it is offer completely a new approach to input information into the computer. Next one is digital camera. What is the use of digital camera, ma? Yes, it is the charge coupled device. It will act as a CCD, that is electronic chip will be there. When light falls on the chip through the lens, it converts the light rays into a digital format. So that is the use of digital camera. So that the clarity of the camera, no, it is very, very clear and visible, the pixel size and all. Now coming to touch screen, it is nowadays you are using your touch panel for taking classes, touch mobile, everything comes under the concept of touch screen. It allows the user to interact with the computer by using your finger. Okay, so it will have, apart from the mouse or keyboard, it will have navigating GUI, that is your graphical interface tool. So touchscreen are used on your wide variety of device where no computer, laptop, monitor, smartphone, tablet. Similarly, your cash register and information kiosks and all, they are using the touchscreen operation. That is one way of giving input using your touch sensitive input. Okay. Next one is Care. Care is a device for signaling by hand. Using your hand, how you are signaling by the way pressing one or more switches. So modern Care have a large number of switch, but not as many as full size keyboard. So there is a number between 4 to 50. The Care differ from the keyboard, which has no board, but the keys are arranged in the cluster manner, not in order manner. It should be a branch of keys that is pointing to one key, like that it will arrange in a cluster manner. Okay, so it is one kind of your input device, that is Care. Next, so totally we saw about 13 input devices. Okay, what are the things ma we saw? So first one is keyboard, second one is mouse. Next, what are the things we saw? scanner, fingerprint scanner, then trackball, retinal scanner, light pen, optical character reader, then barcode reader, voice input system, digital camera, next touch screen and keyer. Now moving to the output part. What are all the output devices? So your monitor screen is your output device. Okay, it is the most commonly used output device to display your information. It looks like your TV. Picture on your monitor. So it will represent the element. No, that should be in a pixel format. Pixel means picture element. So monitor may either be monochrome, which display text or image in black or white, and can be color also nowadays, which display multiple color. So based upon RGB concept, no, is red, green and blue. So it will have a color combination. So many type of monitor available. One is CRT monitor, that is cathode ray tube, then LCD monitor. Now it is LED, light emitting diodes. LCD means liquid crystal display. Okay, so how the monitor gate works now, based upon the VG cable. We will have one connector cable. Hope you all seen in your system, I think so. Otherwise, you may check it off. So how the monitor and CPU get connected? So it will get connected using your VJ cable. This is the cable, VJ cable, video graphic array cord. Okay, so this is one cable. Using this cable, you may connect your system and monitor with your CPU. Okay. Next, based upon this video code, it helps the keyboard to communicate with the screen. It acts as an interface between your computer and display the monitor. Okay, usually the recent motherboard, no, it incorporated built-in video code is there. Previously, they may have separate video code. That is your first monitor, no, was the part of your Xerox Alto computer system. Was released in March 1st, 1973. So next thing, this is all about your monitor. Now coming to second one is plotter. It is one kind of output device. It produces graphical output on your paper. So it uses single color or multicolor pen to draw your picture. Okay, that is the use of plotter. I will show you. This is plotter. Okay, so it may be taken in color or general black and white print also. Now coming to printer, you may have two types, main type for printing the information on the paper. One is impact printer, another one is non-impact printer. Let us see what is impact printer. Impact printer means printing with striking of hammer or pins, okay, on ribbon. So this printer can print on multi-part using a carbon paper only by using a mechanical pressure. For example, dot matrix, line matrix printers, no, those are all comes under the impact printer category. So these are all the things that should be used in lot. Nowadays we are using all around laser printer, right? Okay, so based upon the impression, it may works off. That is the impact, okay, impact printer. So dot matrix printer, you may have their tiny metal rod called wire or pin. That pin, no, it will combine with that ribbon and leaves a small lever will be there. It generates print on one text of text at a time. So the maximum speed of this, no, it maybe varies from the character per second of 30 to 1550. Okay. Next, line matrix printer, no, that uses a fixed print head for printing. Basically, it prints a white page line of dot. So text by printing the line of dot based upon this dot matrix printers. So it may print more than 1000 lines per minute. So resulting in 1000 of pages means per hour it may take time to print off. So this printer also uses mechanical pressure to print on multi-part using a carbon paper. Now coming to non-impact printer, This printer does not use your striking mechanism. The quality and speed of this printer, no, it is very good and better compared to your impact printer. So example for this non-impact, I already told you, it is laser printer, then inkjet printer. So these are all the non-impact printers. So dot matrix printer are used as an impact printer, and laser and inkjet printer are used as a non-impact printer. Next, coming to laser printer, how the quality of printer will be? No, it is mostly working in similar technology with the photocopies also. Photocopier like that also it will get. So here laser beam scan your back and forth across your drum inside your printer and build up the pattern, so that the graphical image, good quality of your graphical image get printed off. Here the concept what it may use is, no, so dot per inch, that is DPI concept should be followed in this laser printer. So this DPI ranges, no, how much solution resolution is 1200 resolution. Approximately it may print 100 pages per minute, that is ppm, page per minute is 100 pages. So compared to your impact printer, this non-impact printer is very much efficient and ease of use. Next, coming to ink, this is the diagram of your laser printer. Okay. Next, we will see about inkjet printer. What is the use of inkjet printer? So inkjet printer uses your color cartridges. Okay, this laser printer you may print a black and white, but in using inkjet you may give color combination. So it may be of magenta, yellow, cyan inks to create the color toner. The black cartridge is also used for monochromo output. You can use black also. Okay, inkjet printer, no, it is working by spraying the ionized ink on the sheet of paper. Okay, it may spray the ink. So its range, no, 1 to 20 page per minute. So what about laser? It may have 10 page per minute, but it is 20 only, 1 to 20 page per minute. So this is the example of inkjet printer. Can you able to see? I am showing to you, this is the inkjet printer. So it will have the combinations, color varying palettes. Okay. So the inkjet printer, no, it spread million of dot of ink at the paper every single second. It may spread it off. Now speaker also one of the output device. So it produces a voice output audios. Okay, so using speaker along with the speech recognition software, synthesizer software, computer can provide voice output. This has become very common in place like airlines, school, bank, railway station and all. You may have speaker. In that particular announcement will get displaying of. Okay, so that you can hear and do based upon the response. Next, multimedia projector. Yes, projector is one of the very important and most probably using output device. You can project your classroom, meeting hall and all using your presentation. Everything should be, if you want to do any computer output in a big screen, you will go for the concept of projector. So this is a diagram for projector. This within this lens, no, here you are having lens. Based upon this lens, it will project the things what you are get using of. So up to this we saw what are all the various components in your computer, and next thing is how to boot your computer. You will have two method of booting your computer. One is cold booting, another one is warm booting. First of all, we know what is meant by booting. Booting, no, booting means if the device are ready to get executed. Okay, whether you have to check whether your device is ready to produce your output. So that is called booting. Okay, in OS operating system, basic software, what makes the computer to work, that is your operating system. So once your computer is switched on, no, there is no information in its RAM. At the same time, RAM means what? Do you know, ma? Don't know means take down. RAM means random access memory. random access memory. At the same time, in ROM means read only memory. ROM means read only memory. So already a written content will be there. Just read it of the content for posting. Post means power on self-test. It may be asked in your 1 mark this and all. Will be executed first. This program check if the device like RAM, keyboard or connected properly and ready to operate. Like that it may check it off. If these devices are ready, then automatically the BIOS means it is the booting settings only, basic input and output system, BIOS. These are all the key terms. You may just note it off: RAM, ROM, host, BIOS and all. Okay. So it get execute of this process. No, it is called as booting. Therefore, a program called Bootstrap Loader transform your OS from hard disk into your main memory. Now, we will see how the OS get loaded. Based upon your operating system, it get loaded off, and your booting process, no, it may have two types. One is cold booting, another one is warm booting. We will see what is cold booting and what is warm booting. Cold booting means when the system, no, it starts from the initial stage when it is switched on. That is called cold booting. It is otherwise called as hard booting also. So if the question asked as cold booting or hot booting, you have to write this one. So once the user presses the power button, the instructions are ready from the RAM to initiate the booting process. That is called cold. Next, coming to warm booting, when the system restart or when restart button is clicked. Ordinary, if you on the system means that is cold booting. If you restart your system means that is called as warm booting or soft booting. Okay, the system is switched on means that is called as cold booting or hot booting. When the system is reset or restarted or reset button is pressed means that time booting process will take place. No, so that is called as warm booting or soft booting. Okay, so what will happen? No, the system does not start from the initial stage, so that all the diagnostic tests need to be carried out in this case. Hence only it is called as warm booting. Okay, so there is a chance of data loss and data damages might not be stored properly. If you are working, if now I am taking class, suddenly the system will get turned off means what will happen? No, I'm taking the class, no, that memory will not get stored off. So you may have loss of content in your memory. Okay, so that is the warm booting. Up to this, your chapter 1 get over of ma. Hope you understand well. I think so. Once again, you go through this video for your better understanding. Okay. Okay, students. You may take down your home assignment of this session. So, for what are the things we saw? We saw about what are all the components in your computer, then what are all the inputs and output things, various input and output operation we saw, then what is meant by booting, what are the two main types of booting. Okay, now take down your home assignment. First 2 mark question, what are all the components of CPU? Next, second question, what is the function of the ALU? ALU stands for arithmetic and logical unit. Then what are all the functions of your control unit? Third question. Next, fourth question, what is the function of the memory? What is the main use of memory, ma? It is used for your storage, right? Okay. Next, coming to the fifth question, difference input and output devices. Now to make a difference between, if the question is asked as difference between means what the thing you have to do, you have to first make a page into two session. Okay, how many topics they are asking, based upon that you have to make the session column divisible and have to write the difference. Okay, next coming to 3-mark question, differentiate optical and laser mouse. Have to compare and write the both thing. Next one, write short note on your impact printer. Isano, what is impact printer? What is the use of impact printer? What is the example ma impact printer? Dot matrix printer. Okay, so that one you have to write it off. Then coming to 5-mark question, explain the following. I'm listing the 3 categories here. One is inkjet printer, another one is multimedia projector, and another one is barcode or QR code. So it carries 5-mark ma. Okay. So now take down. You will make a evaluation part of your 1-mark question, book back question. Okay, take down. First one, what is the first generation of computer? No. So based upon that, the question is that first generation computer uses what ma? Isano, vacuum tubes, translator, integrated circuit and microprocessors. What is the answer for this? Vacuum tube. Can you able to remember? I show you no vacuum tube images and all. Yes. How many vacuum tubes will be around? 18,000, right? We saw in your first session, first video itself, this one. Next one, name the volatile memory. So answer is first. Next one, volatile memory is random access memory. Because read-only memory means the content may get erased off. So that is non-volatile, and random access memory is the volatile memory. That is your permanent memory. Next, moving to the third question, identify the output device from this. So keyboard, memory, monitor and mouse. What is the output device ma? Your monitor is your output device. Okay. Identify the input device from this. Printer, mouse, plotter and projector. Which one is your input device? Mouse, because printer, plotter and projector are output device. So mouse is your input device. Next, coming to next question, fifth question. Output device is used for printing building plan. Dash is an output device. Thermal printer, plotter, dot matrix and inkjet. Which one ma? For printing building plans. So it is plotter. Okay. Okay. Next one. Which of the following is used in your ATM? ATM machines, no. Which one ma? Yes, very good. Touch screen will be there in ATM machine. Okay. Now moving to 7th question. When a system restart, which type of booting is used? We saw no. Two booting. One is cold, another one is warm. Restart take place means what booting will be used of? It is warm booting. Next. So answer is B. A. Next, coming to 8th question. Expand post. Just now we saw no. What is post ma? Post stands for, yes, power on self test. Power on self test. So answer is B. C. Power on self test. Okay, it is in C. Software test only B. Okay, power on self-test. Next, which one of the following is the main memory? Main memory means what? Is a permanent memory. So, random access memory. Just now we saw it is a volatile memory as well as permanent memory. So, RAM. Next, which generation of computer uses IC? Integrated circuit. Which generation? Can you able to remember? Yes, very good. It is your third generation, because first generation vacuum tube, second generation transistor, and in third generation we are using this ICs. Okay, so up to this we completed your first chapter in unit 1. Okay, let us see one quotes from Swamiji. Okay, the more we come out and do good to others, the more our heart will be purified. So, if we come out with good thoughts and do good for others, means automatically your heart will get purified. So, if you are good, if you are having positive attitude and positive reflection of your mind, stays your health and heart to be purified in good manner. Okay, children. Hope you all understand well. Okay. Write down your home assignment and find answer for the questions. Thank you.